Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Daly Field in Boston, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's East Coast Football League spring season contest between the visiting Boston Chargers and the hosting MetroWest Golden Badgers. Wi-Fi is looking a little shaky to start this one off. Hoping that stabilizes as the game goes on. If it does not, then I will post a fully recorded version later. All right, so in the meantime, as the Wi-Fi still looks a little shaky, but maybe for those watching the broadcast later after I've posted the recorded version, let's take a look at the two teams coming into today, the MetroWest Golden Badgers and the Boston Chargers. These two teams faced off in last year's spring season. That game was played at West Roxbury Academy, a home game for the Chargers. And that one ended in a 24-6 win for the Chargers. Before that, their most recent matchup had been the 2022 Shalika Rogers Memorial Sweets Bowl that was played in November of 2022, so a few months before they faced off in that spring season game. The Badgers came away with the win on their home turf in that Sweets Bowl game, 16-14. And I believe those are the only two games these two teams have played. So this could act as a sort of a rubber match between the two teams after their previous two matchups. We are scheduled for a 7 p.m. kickoff time. So while we wait for things to get ready, let's take a look at the rosters of the two teams coming into today. We'll start by looking at the roster for the visiting Boston Chargers. I'm going to go in order of jersey number for the players. If there are any Chargers fans tuning in and want to correct me on the pronunciation of any names, I encourage you to do so in the live chat. So going in order of jersey number for the Boston Chargers, first off we have number 00, Lorenzo Beaton. Next, we have number 0, Kamari Jones. Number 1, Nikki Zen. Next, number 2, Juju Vinny. Number 3, Connor Lynch. Number 4, John Lejeune. Number 6, Arcel Armstead. Number 7, Brandon Blanchard. Number 8, Jared Ryan. Number 9, Xavier Alicea. Number 10, Kevin Arazo. Number 11, Ivan Girand. Number 12, Estras Rojas. Number 13, Bobby Dooner. Number 14, Ant Mejia. Number 15, Adam Forcier. Number 17, Javon Furtado. Number 18, Christopher Flores. Number 19, Michael Zelaya. Number 21, Walter West. Number 22, Cesar Butler. Number 23, Rizzy Silas. Number 24, Shane Marsh. Number 27, Camden Benoit. Number 31, Xavier Vinny. There are 2 players wearing number 32, Bradley Camley and Andrew Maestre. I'll try and do my best to figure out which is which if the need arises. Number 36, Markel Wade. Number 39, Kalanji Hill. Number 42, Alton Palmer. Number 43, Gio Tavares. Number 44, Sam Egiassi. Number 48, Anthony Scarpetti. Number 51, Nate James. Number 52, Denarius Campbell. Number 55, Branton Caton. Number 59, Devontae Varela. Number 60, Stephen Langone. Number 69, Rob Baker. Number 72, Tyler Huntley. Number 76, Nate Baker. Number 77, Randy Williams. Number 80, Tony Sparks. Number 82, Shane Clinton. Number 85, Chance Lataille. Number 88, Irvin Exelome. And number 96, Garrett Baker. So that's the roster for the visiting Boston Chargers. Now let's take a look at the roster for the hosting MetroWest Golden Badgers. Going in order of jersey number, once again, first for the Badgers we have from Framingham, number 0, Christian Alicea. Next, also from Framingham, number 1, Roland Morales. From Framingham, number 2, Eduardo Valesio. From Boston, number 3, Marquise Hughes. From Boston, number 4, Ralph Duperville. From Boston, number 5, Jean Janvier. From Brighton, number 6, Terrell Durest. From Boston, number 7, Miles Oakletree. From Springfield, number 8, Kirk Prescott. From Boston, number 9, Hugh Simmons. From Lawrence, number 10, Felipe Andrade. From Haverhill, number 11, Jose Florentino. From Pembroke, number 12, Pat Picariello. From Boston, number 14, Deshaun Brown. From Revere, number 15, Brandon Brito. From Waltham, number 17, Dana Perello. From Boston, number 18, Lennon Pena. From Connecticut, number 19, Justin Santos. From New Hampshire, number 20, Kyle Hudson. From Boston, number 21, Ty Holly Sr. From Boston, number 22, George Tate. From Boston, number 23, Cuba Morales. From Boston, number 25, Kyle Mitchell. From Haverhill, number 27, Dasani Houston. From Boston, number 28, DeAndre Santana. From Boston, number 33, Jonathan Joseph. From Boston, number 38, Marquise Allen. From Framingham, number 42, Isaac Blackman. From Chelsea, number 43, Shane Delaney Cruz. From Haverhill, number 45, Jason Fletcher. From Framingham, number 47, Ryan Gorman. From Boston, number 53, Sherlyn Harvey. From Springfield, number 55, Anthony Savicki. From Lawrence, number 58, Garrison Jean-Baptiste. From Framingham, number 61, A.J. Montañez. From Wellesley, number 63, David Dell. From Springfield, number 65, Joquan Wright. From Roxbury, number 69, Rene Laureano. From Boston, number 70, Roberto Perez. From Woburn, number 71, Shane Raymond. From Worcester, number 72, Tony Gomera. From Boston, number 77, Larry Benjamin. From Malden, number 80, Greg Ryan. And from Hong Kong, number 85, Se Chung Tong. So those are our two rosters coming in, and we just had our opening coin toss. So we will soon be getting this one underway. Again, my apologies for the shaky Wi-Fi connection. I'm hoping it improves as the game goes on. The Boston Chargers will be kicking off here to start the first half. As they line up, Badgers have a few players back deep. For the Chargers, it's going to be number 36, Markel Wade, kicking this one off. And we are underway. Badgers versus Chargers. Here we go. The kickoff is taken by number 33, Jonathan Joseph. Cutting through the middle, cutting towards the near side. Joseph's got some space to work. Cuts upfield and is taken down just past the 40-yard line. A strong return to start from Jonathan Joseph as the Badgers take their first turn on offense. Badgers are going to be starting 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Coming out with quarterback Marquise Hughes in shotgun. He's got one back on either side of him. Jonathan Joseph on his left, Cuba Morales on his right. Two receivers to his left, one to his right. Takes the snap, a little confused, but puts Joseph out as a blocker, looking for some room to run, cutting back towards the middle, and he's got some room. Marquise Hughes taking off. Marquise Hughes finds a hole. And he gets taken down, but not before crossing midfield deep into Chargers territory. Huge run, as you can see, just turned chaotic as Hughes decided to cut back towards the middle, but gets off a huge run. Looks like we briefly had... Looked like someone might have been down hurt, but it looks like everyone's okay. That run brings us down to the Chargers' 32-yard line. So a 25-yard run to start the game from Marquise Hughes. It almost looked like he thought he was supposed to pitch it to his left to Joseph, but then when Joseph was running the other way, Hughes just kind of improvised and used Joseph as a lead blocker. Then when that blew up, he just cut back the other way. They send a man in motion. That's Alisea. And we've got some movement. And that's going to be a false start on the Badgers. So a 5-yard setback makes it 1st and 15 from the 37. Snap, handoff. This is Joseph looking for somewhere to go. Doesn't really have much wheres to go. Just trying to get back to the line. And he's dragged down. We'll see where they spotted him. Looks like no gain. Joseph might have gotten a little greedy on that one. Looks like he was trying to bounce it to the outside, but there just really wasn't anything there. Second and 15 now from the 37. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, one back on either side of Hughes in shotgun. They send Alisea in motion from left to right once again. Snap, Hughes, hands off to Joseph, moving to his right this time, trying to gain the edge, gets wrapped up and brought down. Going to be a short gain on that one. Looks like they're going to give him about 2 yards on that play. Bring up 3rd and 13 from the 35. Of course, the Badgers in opposing territory. They are in 4-down territory here, so they'll have 2 shots to try and get these 13 yards. But they haven't had much luck since that broken play on 1st down was improvised into a 25-yard run by Hughes. Just one back in the backfield with Hughes this time. Got 2 receivers either side. Are they going to try for a pass on 3rd and long? And we got movement on the line. Again, another false start penalty. Hurts the Badgers there. 10 yards worth of penalties from the offensive line, and it's going to be 3rd and 18 from the 40. Line to gain is the Chargers' 22-yard line. Snap, Hughes back, looking to throw, fires over the middle. It's caught by Santos, and he dives forward for a huge gain. That's going to be very close to the line. Bring up 4th and short. Big catch there by number 19, Justin Santos. Gets him down to what appears to be the 24-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 2. Huge completion there for the Badgers. As they gain 16 yards on the play. But a big play coming up here on 4th and short. Badgers coming out in more of a passing look. 2 receivers on either side, just one back in the backfield with Hughes. Are they going to try to go through the air, maybe a QB draw? Snap, Hughes back to throw, and he's scrambling fast, moving to his left. He's got blockers out in front of him. Hughes spins off one man and still keeps moving forward, and he's dragged down, but not before converting the first. Huge conversion for the Golden Badgers. As you can see, the pass rush came on Hughes' right immediately. He reacted fast, had the running back blocking out in front of him. Great blocking there by the lead blocker, number 21, Ty Holly Sr. And now the Badgers in goal-to-go territory here on their first possession. Trying to get their first score at Daly Field of 2024. First and goal from the 8. Hughes takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, floats a pass over. He's got Holly. Holly, nowhere to go, gets dragged down. Good open field tackling by the Chargers, number 34, who is not on my roster. It'll be second and goal for the Badgers. Looks like they might have gained maybe a yard. Bit hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, looks like they gained 1 yard, so it's second and goal from the 7. Hughes coming out with Holly on his left, 2 receivers either side. Hughes hands off, Holly slipped and fell. The play breaks down fast for the Badgers there as the running back lost his footing trying to cut back towards the middle. Looks like a loss of 2 on the play. It's going to be third and goal from the 9. Again, this deep in opposing territory, you're in 4-down territory, so the Badgers going to have 2 shots to try and get those last 9 yards to pay dirt. They set up again with the 4-receiver formation. Holly on the left of Hughes. Snap is low. Hughes struggling to pick it up. Now he picks it up, takes off running, looking. Flag is thrown. Hughes cutting to the outside. Did he get in? Hard to see if he got in, but there was a flag thrown on the back end of the play. And it's going to be offensive holding. So Hughes was able to turn another mad scramble into a big gain, but not without the benefit of some illegal blocking, and so this will set the Badgers back in a big way. So now instead of possibly fourth and goal from the 1, instead it's going to be third and goal from the 19 for the Badgers. Now they overcame a couple of false start penalties that set them back 10 yards thanks to a big completion to Justin Santos and a QB scramble from Marquise Hughes. What are they going to do this time? Hughes takes the snap, steps back, looking, fires to his left. He's got Alisea, who's got the football. Got a decent gain there, but still going to be a long ways to go on fourth and goal. Looks like a gain of about 5 yards on the completion to Christian Alisea. Now they're bringing out Eduardo Valesio, who is their punter. Are they bringing him out to potentially kick a field goal? Or are they bringing him out as a pass catcher? Oh, they're bringing him out as a holder. It's number 80, Greg Ryan, who's going to be trying to convert this field goal for the Badgers to try and get on the board first. From the 14-yard line, it looks like he's going to be kicking from about the 21, so about a 31-yard attempt. Oh, but a penalty against the Badgers is setting him back. And they're back at the 19. False start, I guess. So now about a 36-yard field goal attempted by Ryan. Snap, ball down, and a flag is thrown. This time offside, so we move back the 5 yards we just moved. So, okay, once again, a 31-yard attempt. Once more with feeling. Snap, ball down, kick is blocked, and it's picked up by the Chargers, looks like, and the Badgers cannot turn their first possession into points. Things went haywire on that one. And now the Chargers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23. Looks like the quarterback is number 1, Nikki Zen. Takes a snap, fakes. No, does not fake the handoff. Taking off and running with it is number 11. He crosses midfield and is forced out of bounds on the tackle by Joseph. Number 11, Yvonne Garand. With a big run there to flip the field back to the Badgers' side. A first down and then some, as we are down to the Badgers' 45-yard line. 1st and 10 following a 32-yard run by Gurand. Sending a man in motion. It's another jet sweep, and he escapes one tackle and gets wrapped up and brought down by Valesio. On the carry that time for the Chargers was number 39, Kalanji Hill. Gain of about 1. Second and 9. They send Gurand in motion, fake the handoff to him, fake, and no, they do give it. And running with it is number 38. He's got some room to run. He is taking off down the sideline, battles through one last tackler, and reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A powerful run there by, I think, number 36, Markel Wade. "44 yards on the touchdown run there. They faked the jet sweep to Yvonne Gurand and then gave it to Wade as he burst up the middle and then bounced to the far sideline. And it looks like the Chargers are going to try for 2 here. Motion man, fake the jet sweep, fake the handoff, and Nicky Zen is taking it himself, and he's just going to trot in for the 2-pointer. So the Chargers quickly flip the momentum back in their favor after the Badgers seem to be going on a lengthy drive that might get them on the board first. The Chargers block the field goal attempt. And then a couple of big runs take it all the way the other way into the end zone. An 8-0 lead now for the visitors here in the first quarter. And Wade, after scoring the touchdown on a 44-yard run, is going to set up to kick it away. Jonathan Joseph got a strong return for the Badgers last time around. It's a low kick, rolling along, juggled a bit, but it is picked up by Joseph. Joseph picks up some speed, tries to force his way through one, but they've got his jersey wrapped up. Wait, is he still trying to run with it? Now eventually dragged down, got a bit messy there, but it is taken by Joseph just past the 35, looks like. Might be exactly at the 35. Looks like that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So after a lengthy drive from both teams, we end the first quarter. Our score at the end of one, the Boston Chargers 8, the MetroWest Golden Badgers 0. So the Badgers will have 1st and 10 from their own 37 to start the second quarter. Two receivers to the right. Looks like one to the left, and they send a tight end in motion. Snap is juggled but recovered by Cuba Morales. He tries to burst up the middle but does not get very far. Looks like no gain on the play. Couple of raindrops starting to fall out here at Daly Field. And as the guy operating all the electrical equipment, I'm certainly hoping that that doesn't pick up. 2nd and 10 from the 37. They send a man in motion. That is Lennon Pena. And we got a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a delay of game penalty against the Badgers. That'll set them back 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 32. So they got 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, 1 tight end on the right, and a timeout now called by the Badgers as they were still disorganized on offense. All right, here we go. Try again, 2nd and 15 from the 32. Get the snap off. Hughes looking to throw. Fires one out. Almost picked off and almost just turned into a crazy tip drill there, as his throw was well wide of the intended target, Justin Santos. And Santos kind of turned into a DB for a second there, breaking up a near interception. 3rd and 15 from the 32. Wind starting to pick up out here as Hughes takes the snap, steps back to throw. Looking, he's got time, moving to his left, still looking, fires a pass. It's completed on the far side. Gonna get a decent gain there as the rain starts to come down hard out here. That's going to get the Badgers close to a first down. I'm not going to be able to show down distance anymore because I've had to throw my coat over my laptop to protect from the rain out here, as some stormy weather starting to pick up here at Daly Field with some rain, some heavy winds. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 45. The Badgers are setting up to punt. Valesio takes the snap, launches a high, short punt. Taken off the bounce. Number 6 taking off and running with it for the Chargers, dragged down out of bounds. And so the Chargers will take over. That was Arcel Armstead on the return for the Chargers. As the visitors now take over 1st and 10 from the Badgers' 48-yard line. Send a man in motions and takes, or no, different quarterback. Number 15 floats a pass out far side and just misses, incomplete. Number 15, Adam Forcier now in at quarterback instead of Nicky Zen. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Forcier in shotgun, 2 receivers either side, 1 back on his left, takes the snap, looking to throw, fires, hits a man on the far side, trying to fend off multiple tacklers. He is finally brought down. Catch made by number 80, Tony Sparks. Looks to be a gain of about 8 yards down to the 40. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Chargers. Send a man in motion, fake the handoff, now give. A flag is thrown as Wade is taking off running, shakes off 1 tackler, dragged down from behind. We'll see what the flag is. If it's on the Badgers, that will be a 1st down. And it was an offsides penalty, so the run by Wade will count. And it will be a fresh set of downs for the Chargers. First and 10 from the Badgers' 29-yard line. Forcier takes the snap, looking to throw, floats one up near side, over the head of Irvin Exelome. And that will bring up 2nd down. Couple of early throws from Forcier so far just off the mark. As it looks like they're tagging in a new running back in place of Wade. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 29. Forcier takes a snap, stepping up, looking, passes out to the flat. He's got his running back, taking off running, dragged down very close to the marker. I'm having a lot of trouble reading that man's jersey number because he's got his jersey pulled up, so I can't quite tell who that is. But whoever that is, it looks like he's got just shy of a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Chargers. Snap, handoff, bursting to the outside, but dragged, not quite down, but there's another Badgers player to take him down short of the first. This will bring up 4th down. After a loss on that play, looks like they're at about the 22. Line to gain, I believe, is the 18. Maybe the 17. It might be the 17 and a half. So it's going to be 4th and about 5, actually. A significant loss on that last play. And now the Chargers call timeout. Well, the rain at least appears to have subsided for now, and I'm happy about that. Appears to have been just a quick burst of rain and high winds. You never can tell with New England weather, especially when you're right by the Charles River. So the Chargers deciding on their play call for a big 4th down play coming up to try and keep their possession going. They're currently holding an 8-0 lead over the Badgers here in the second quarter. Badgers trying to come up with a stop and get the ball back. Forcier takes the snap, fakes the handoff, quick pass, hits his man, running with it is Sparks, and brings it down inside the 5. So the Chargers go for a play-action pass over the middle, floated up to the tight end, Tony Sparks, who's now had a couple of big receptions this drive. That one considerably big as it brings the Chargers not only across the first down line, but down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal from the Badgers' 3-yard line. Snap, handoff is given. This is Wade running to the outside, tripped up. Brought down, a nice tackle on the edge by the Badgers, number 22, George Tate. It'll be 2nd and goal now. Looks like might have been a gain of 1 on the carry by Markel Wade, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. Forcier fakes the handoff. Forcier running with it. Forcier on the bootleg, diving for the goal line, and he reaches it. Touchdown, Chargers. Adam Forcier with the 2-yard bootleg run. And now the Badgers set up, or no, the Chargers set up for their point after. They went for 2 last time and converted it. And it looks like they're coming out looking for 2 points again. They bring back number 1, Nikki Zen, at quarterback. He took it in himself for the last 2-pointer for the Chargers. Trying to get his receivers properly set. Now takes the pass. Handoff is given and burst up the middle for a good conversion. Having a little trouble seeing the jersey number of who got the handoff, but it is another successful 2-point conversion. And the Chargers open up a 2-score lead. The score now, the Boston Chargers 16, the MetroWest Golden Badgers 0. Wade setting up for another kickoff for the Chargers. Short line drive kick, and they're going to let it go all the way back to their return specialist, Joseph. Joseph directing his blockers. Stops, cuts towards the middle, bouncing back, cutting around, going down the far side, and gets wrapped up and brought down just short of the 40. So the Badgers will have 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Badgers had a very productive drive in their first possession of the game. They had a couple of big chunk plays. Managed to get down inside the 10, but stalled out due to penalties and some strong defensive play from the Chargers. And of course, that drive ended on a blocked field goal. Second possession didn't turn out quite so well, so the Badgers hoping for something closer to the first possession, but also a little more productive on the scoreboard. Hughes takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking, just takes off running, and ultimately forced out of bounds. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the scramble by Marquise Hughes. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 46. Looks like we just got the 2-minute warning from the officials. Two receivers on either side of Hughes for 2nd and 4. And we're going to have a whistle, as that's going to be a false start against the Badgers. As again, the team's struggling to get organized when setting up their plays. It'll now be 2nd and 9 from the 41. Snap is taken. Hughes looking to throw, unloads a deep shot, left side. Oh, and could not be caught by Greg Ryan, broken up at the last second by the Chargers secondary. Almost turned into a huge gain for the Badgers, instead simply incomplete. 3rd and 9. Not entirely sure. I think that was broken up by number 8, Jared Ryan. The Chargers safety running over in time to cover the potential deep pass to Greg Ryan. And now 3rd and 9 for the Badgers. Hughes moves Morales from his right to his left. Snap, stepping back, Sparks in his face, but he dodges him. Looking, fires a pass across the middle, and it's over the head of Ryan and at the feet of Santos, and it falls incomplete. So the Badgers almost able to get something going, but that's the kind of almost that only counts in horseshoes, as they say. A deep pass for Greg Ryan, broken up at the last second by Chargers safety Jared Ryan. And then a scramble pass that goes over Ryan's head and below the feet of Justin Santos. And now the Badgers set up to punt. Eduardo Valesio back to punt this one away. This punt takes a bounce and is downed by the Badgers. Downed by number 1, Roland Morales. And now it looks like the Chargers will have the last possession of the first half. And remember, they will be getting the ball to start the second half, as they kicked off to start the game. Forcier back in at quarterback for the Chargers. Gives the handoff to Wade. Wade bursting through and dragging a couple of tacklers out of bounds. Good for a Chargers first down. Looks to be a gain of about 12 from the 38 to the 50. Chargers trying to get set, manage the clock here at the end of the second quarter. Forcier looking, throws one, hits his man. That's Irvin Exelome taking off with speed. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Chargers receiver number 88, Irvin Exelome, with the catch and run for a 50-yard score for the Chargers. Puts the team up 22-0. And now, presumably, the Chargers will go for two once again. They've been 2 for 2 on two-point conversions thus far. And they call an illegal substitution against the Chargers. So that's going to set them back and make this a slightly farther two-point try. Nicky Zen back in at quarterback. Sends a man in motion. They fake two handoffs, and now Zen taking off by himself, trying to reach the goal line, but gets stood up by multiple Badgers players, and they stop him short. So the Chargers unable to go 3 for 3 on the two-point attempts, but they do make it a 3-score game. The score now, the Boston Chargers 22, the MetroWest Golden Badgers 0. So now we set up for another Markel Wade kickoff. Now it's a deep kick this time over the head of Joseph, and it's going to bounce all the way back to the end zone, and they're just going to let that one be a touchback. And it looks like that kickoff is actually going to be the last play of the half. And so we are officially at halftime. Our score at the half, the Boston Chargers 22, the MetroWest Golden Badgers 0. The Chargers getting their scores from a 44-yard touchdown run by Markel Wade, a 2-yard touchdown run by Adam Forcier, and a 50-yard touchdown pass from Forcier to Irvin Exelome. That is where we stand at halftime. I'm going to take a break and mute the mic here, but I'll be back for the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. All right. Halftime's over. Time to get back in the action here at Daly Field in Boston, Massachusetts for this East Coast Football League spring season contest between the visiting Boston Chargers and the hosting MetroWest Golden Badgers. The Chargers have jumped out to a 22-0 lead at half, and they will now get the ball as the Badgers will be kicking off to start the second half. Looks like they've got number 80, Greg Ryan, setting up to kick this one away. And here we go, second half underway. It's a high, deep kickoff, and it's dropped, but picked up by the return man. And he's not going to get very far. He's going to be dropped down inside the 25. And so the Chargers start their first possession of the second half at their own 25-yard line. The Chargers were able to score on all three of their offensive possessions in the first half. Now they're setting up to try and move the ball again. Adam Forcier in shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off. Markel Wade running with it to his left. Cuts upfield, stiff arms one, and gets gang tackled short of the first after a nice first down gain. Looks to be a gain of about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. Correction, 2nd and 2 after a gain of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 33. Again, just one receiver out wide on either side of Forcier, and again, they go for the handoff to Wade. Wade moving to his right this time, shakes off one tackle and gets stood up, and finally brought down well past the first down marker. Looks like we've got an injured Badgers player down on the field. Coach is coming out to take a look. Help the man to his feet and are helping him off the field. It's number 1, Roland Morales. Looks a little shaken up as he comes off the field. Hopefully he is okay. Badgers lost a couple of players to injury in last week's game against the Seacoast Warhawks. And now the Badgers are calling timeout. Looks like there might be a bit of an equipment malfunction here, as I think Ty Hawley Sr. trying to fix something with his helmet. Out of the timeout, it will now be 1st and 10 from the 46 for the Chargers, following a 13-yard run from Markel Wade. Force here, messed up the pitch, and it's picked up by the Badgers, and the play is still live, and he's taking off running with it. Going all the way is Dasani Houston. Touchdown, Badgers. Did they rule him down? That was a very confusing play. It looked like Dasani Houston simply pounced on the ball without being touched. But then again, if the officials blew it dead, it doesn't matter. It's a matter of in part it's a matter of, does this league follow high school and college rules, or does it follow pro rules? Because pro rules say if you're not touched, you're not down. High school and college rules say if you fall down, regardless of whether or not you're touched, then you're down. And of course, even if it's pro rules, if the official whistles the play dead, even if it's an incorrect whistle, it still counts as the play being dead. And indeed, they're going to rule that Houston was down. Still a heads-up play by the Badgers, number 27, Dasani Houston, to fall on the football, but it will not count as a touchdown. It will simply be a fumble recovery. So instead of 6 points on the board, the Badgers will get 1st and 10 from the Chargers 37, as the Badgers are forced to call another timeout. They've already used their first 2 timeouts of the second half. They've only got 1 remaining now, as again, they're having trouble getting organized. Now they come out, 1 back on either side of Hughes. Looks like Cuba Morales and Jonathan Joseph, with 2 receivers on the right and 1 on the left. Hughes gives the handoff to Morales, bursts up the middle, and keeps pushing forward for a nice first down gain. Looks like that'll be good for another first down. Big burst up the middle for Cuba Morales to give the Golden Badgers a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Chargers' 26-yard line. That play marks the Badgers' first down conversion since their opening possession to start the game back in the first quarter. Now trying to keep the ball moving. Hughes takes a low snap. Bit of confusion. Hughes trying to turn the broken play into something, and he's got some room to work with. Hughes cuts upfield, cuts towards the middle, jukes around, and gets wrapped up and brought down by a cavalry of Charger players. But again, Marquise Hughes, the improv master, manages to make something out of nothing on a broken play. Boy, with the success rate they're having on these broken play scrambles by Marquise Hughes, you wonder if they should just start designing some broken plays from the start. You know, just have everyone start to look lost and then be like, okay, Marquise, start running. That will be another first down conversion, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10. So a very long goal-to-go situation for the Badgers, as long as it could possibly be. It is end zone or bust now. Last time they were in this situation, they got pushed back by a holding penalty, ultimately tried for a field goal, and that field goal was blocked. Hughes, hands off. Morales bursting upfield, stiff-arming one, still on his feet somehow, and finally falls forward. Going to be a short gain. Looks like about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. Might actually have been 2 or 3. It's a little hard to tell, but I think I'm leaning towards it was a 3-yard gain, and it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Morales on the left. Looks like Holly on the right of Hughes. Hughes startled by the snap, but he picks it up, scrambling. Jukes out one, but he gets taken down from behind. The bad snap does not turn into a miracle play this time, as Hughes gets taken down behind the line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 10. And you know what? I blame myself for that one. I was being all cheeky saying, oh, they keep making miracles out of these broken plays. Just keep running the broken plays. Well, that one didn't work. Badgers have 2 downs to try and find the end zone. Looks like they're going to come out with a 1-back formation. Holly is on the left of Hughes, 2 receivers on either side. Are they going to try through the air here in the red zone? Hughes steps back, looks to throw, fires to his right, dropped. Intended target was number 0, Christian Alisea, and he could not come up with it. Now the question is, are they going to try for a field goal again after how badly their blockers got blown up on the last field goal attempt, which ended in a block for the Chargers? Or will the Badgers try to find the end zone here on 4th and goal from the 10? They're going to try for the end zone. One last chance to find pay dirt for the Badgers on this possession. 4th and goal from the 10, 2 receivers either side. Hughes, low snap. Looking, scrambling, diving ahead. And he is well short of the end zone. And the Badgers, again, unable to put points on the board as the Chargers take over. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 1 yard line for the Chargers. So they're going to be working from a bit of a tight spot deep in their own backyard there. Some wind gusts still whipping through here at Daly Field. Forcier coming out in shotgun for the Chargers. Two receivers to his left, looks like just one to his right. Takes the snap, goes for a handoff, and bouncing away from the tacklers to the outside for a nice gain. I think that was Nicky Zen who took off running with that one. Indeed it was. And that will get the Chargers out of their own end zone and into a 2nd and short situation. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And we got a flag, and it's a false start against the Chargers. So they'll be moved 5 yards back to their own 4-yard line, and it will be 2nd and 7. Forcier takes the snap, fires a pass up in the air. It's almost intercepted, but dropped by Tate. And boy, if that hasn't just been the Badgers' experience all night. So close to a number of huge plays that have just been dropped at the last second. That will simply be an incomplete pass. And it will be 3rd and 7. Forcier takes snap, hands off. Wade finds a hole, bursting up field, still going, shakes off one tackler, stiff arms another. It looks like he's going to try and go all the way. Markel Wade dragged down from behind as Jonathan Joseph put on the Jets to catch up with the Chargers running back, but a huge run, the biggest play from scrimmage so far today by Markel Wade. And it looks like that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. And so he will start the fourth quarter with a 1st and 10 for the Chargers as another injured Badgers player being helped off the field. Ooh, and he's limping badly. Oh, I think that's number 21, Ty Hawley Sr. being helped off the field. And the Badgers' injury woes continue. As we move to the start of the fourth quarter, it will be 1st and 10 from the Badgers' 31-yard line for the Chargers. After, I think, a 65-yard run by Markel Wade, got them from their own 4 to the opposing 31. Forcier looking to pass, sends one out to the flats, got a man, tried to spin away but could not, and he is dragged down. Short gain of what looks like 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Chargers from the Badgers' 27. Forcier sends Zen across and gives him a pitch pass. Zen trying to find room, cannot. He is brought down by number 77, Larry Benjamin. It'll be another short gain of, looks to be about 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Forcier steps back, looking to throw. Blitz coming, fires pass, hits his man across the middle. And he breaks multiple tackles and goes to the end zone. And I do believe that's Irvin Exelom again. Touchdown Chargers. $28-0. As I believe, and I hope I'm not mistaken, but I do believe that was number 88, Irvin Exelom, with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the night. That one good from 24 yards. Chargers set up to go for 2. They are 2 for 3 on previous 2-point attempts. This is the first one they're taking with Forcier at quarterback, although Zen is in as a running back. Forcier steps back, looks to throw, and hits his man for the 2-pointer. Looked like a simple short crossing route on that one, and it makes it a 30-0 lead for the Chargers. So after the Chargers get their second passing touchdown of the day, they now set up for another kickoff. And Wade launches a deep one. It's dropped but picked up by Joseph. Joseph moving towards the near side. Joseph finds the edge. Joseph's got some blockers. Joseph going down the sideline. Joseph with one blocker, but they caught up with him. He's trying to make something out of nothing. What is he doing? He found the hole, but was finally dragged down deep in Chargers territory. He was trying to do everything himself there. And he does make another big kick return out of it. Jonathan Joseph has easily been the most consistent performer for the Badgers in this spring season out of those kick returns. There's never any shortage of excitement out of those plays from the Badgers return man. And following that big return, it will be 1st and 10 from the Chargers' 25-yard line. As I think the Badgers just used their third and final timeout. So the Badgers with their best starting field position of any drive so far today as they start from the 25, hoping to find the end zone. Looks like Ty Hawley is actually back out on the field, which is really nice to see after he came on and needed to be helped off. So whatever it was, seems like he's okay. Hughes takes the snap, fakes the handoff, floats a pass up, and could not be hauled in. Boy, Hughes sent that pass up to the moon on that play. Receiver could not come down with it. Not sure if that one was intended for Justin Santos or for, I think, number 28, DeAndre Santana. Might have been one of those two. But either way, I think it was Santana, but he was not able to come down with it. 2nd and 10. Snap, Hughes picks it up, takes off running to his left, looking for somewhere to go, gains the edge, staying on his feet, still on his feet, And finally, the Cavalry grabs him and literally carries him out of bounds, as that might be a first down. It might be just short. And it will be a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Chargers' 14. So if the Badgers do get 1st and goal, it'll be a considerably shorter 1st and goal, as they've had some very long goal-to-go situations. Hughes with Holly on his left, 2 receivers either side. 1st and 10 from the 14. Steps back, looking to throw, fires one out to the flats, and it bounces into the hands of Santana, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Badgers got to make sure they get set in time. I don't think they have any more timeouts to give here in the second half. Badgers trying to find the end zone before this game ends. They're coming out empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left of Hughes. Takes the snap, moves to his left, back to his right, running, looking, throwing desperately. And I do believe that was picked off. And indeed it was picked off by the Chargers. So another possession for the Badgers tragically ends with no points on the board, as Hughes again trying to make something out of nothing, and it came back to bite him that time. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers from their own 5. And it looks like the Chargers are coming out with an empty backfield as well. Playing deep out of their own end, but a man motions back to the backfield, and he takes a pass back, tries to run, and he's going to be stopped even closer to his own end zone, as the Badgers actually take him down behind the line. Looks like they're going to be situated at about the 2 after a 3-yard loss on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 13 from the 2. Forcier takes a snap, handoff again, going up the middle and nowhere to go as the Badgers' run defense again stands tall. Might have been a gain of 1, looks like. So 3rd and 12 from the 3. Forcier juggles the snap, and he's stuck in his own end zone, and the ball's on the ground. It's picked up by the Chargers, and they're taking off running with it. The Chargers just barely managed to escape a potential safety or Badgers touchdown. Wait, what is going on? Are the officials saying it was a safety? Are the officials saying the play was already dead inside the end zone? What's the call? The officials conferring on this one. This is such a strange play. I still cannot tell what on earth the call was. What is going on? Okay, 1st down Chargers at their own 15. I guess. I have no idea. But it looks like the Chargers are just sitting on it to end the game. Boy, if that wasn't an absolutely silly way to end a game. But that is how the game is going to end. The final score, the Boston Chargers 30, the MetroWest Golden Badgers 0. The Chargers get 2 rushing touchdowns, one from Markel Wade for 44 yards, one from Adam Forcier for 2 yards, and then Forcier also had 2 passing touchdowns, both, I believe, to Irvin Exelome, one for 50 yards, one for 24 yards. Well, that is going to do it for this East Coast Football League broadcast here at Daly Field. Remember, folks, if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Golden Badgers football. Thank you to those who brought the good vibes in the live chat today. I know the live stream was a little rough with the Wi-Fi connection, especially earlier in the game. I will be uploading a recorded version of this broadcast later tonight, so be on the lookout for that. But for the live stream, that is going to do it. Final score, Boston Chargers 30, MetroWest Golden Badgers 0. From Daly Field in Boston, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.